It appears as though we're live. This is Dan representing the Market Zero show on YouTube, soon to be appearing on other social media platforms. We are currently on Facebook. I'm joined by Kody of the Dudes N Brews Podcast. Kody, how you doing?
Dan, I am fantastic. Thanks for having me on for the second time this evening.
Oh, just this evening.
It's much appreciated.
Shoot, I'm sorry, there's kind of an echo right there. I missed what you said right there at the very tail end, but I'm sure it's not too much. That's really all too important. Kody, we're just sitting here, we're having a good time playing PlayStation, drinking a little bit.
A little bit?
Why don't you go
A lot. A bit, Dan. A lot.
Yes, you're not wrong. Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what you're drinking, Kody, or what you had been drinking at the very least.
Well, it's beer.
Ooh.
Miller Lite and Coors Light. Can't go wrong with either one. I've been going back and forth. Literally, it's been an even split. I've had 4 and 4, so.
Delicious.
Tasty stuff.
Sorry, I'm trying to get a real one sprint.
It's fine. It's okay, Dan. I understand.
I'm playing Skyrim tonight, Kody. And I'm trying to...
Your go-to, bud. Your go-to.
This is such a great game.
It really is.
It's really one of the... This is the WrestleMania X7 of video games, honestly.
Ooh, man, that's a pretty tall order, dude.
It's like, if you want to show somebody a good show, you put on WrestleMania X7. If you want to show someone a good game, you make them play Skyrim.
Oh, Skyrim.
I know you're... Pardon me, Kody.
I have so many fond memories of Dan playing Skyrim, and I know we've talked about it in the past, but damn, it's been fun. It has been really fun.
It's funny because every time we play this, I feel like we don't even talk about that because we've always been really drunk when we've had lots to drink.
Well, man, it just the one time that when you had that house party and then I went like looking for you and you were in your living room playing Skyrim and I just sat next to you for like 2 hours.
That's funny.
Just drinking beer while everybody was partying and you were just playing Skyrim. I don't even think we said a word to each other, but it was just like, that's where we were in our friendship. I was like, I'd rather sit here next to Dan, drink some beers, watch him play video games than go deal with all these assholes, you know, like...
Well,
that's where we were.
It was funny because there were people coming up, is he playing a video game? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And they keep walking. It's like, what? Like, if you aren't going to say anything about it, why would you bring it up in the first place?
Yeah. Hey, are you playing a video game? No, I'm not.
No, this is sewing.
I'm partaking in professional wrestling right now.
I'm basket weaving.
Yeah. I'm knitting a sweater.
Are those new slacks?
No, my nephew. He'll grow me there.
What? Are those new?
Chair.
So at this moment,
big chair.
In time, like yeah. So I'm going to retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Kody. I haven't really drank a lot, but this stuff is potent. It's 100 proof.
Oh, dude. Knob Creek will do that to you, man.
Well, the thing is, even then, I've only had a few glasses, and I'm feeling like, wow. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Like a 4th time, wow. Like I'm saying with these mammoths. And even then, I'm not throwing these back. This is like a sipping, you know. I'm not. Last weekend, I went to a wedding. You know, I was throwing things back Miller Lite. That was on vodka, and then I was doing whiskey sour, which I never knew I liked. I was having whiskey sours. Those were really good.
And I'm really weird about that. I love like sour beers, but I don't like whiskey sours.
Really?
It's weird.
That's really good.
Yeah, not a fan of whiskey sours.
Well, the thing is, I went up because it was an open bar, so I went to the bartender and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
dude, just drink your fucking brains out once
well,
an
that's
open
what I was
bar.
saying. Like I went up there and I was like, I don't know what I want, but I know I want whiskey. And she goes, "What about whiskey sour?" And I was like, "Let me have it." And she gave it to me. I was like, "Oh my god, this is really good."
Ooh.
Ah, ooh, ah. Oh,
Sorry, I got really out of hand.
no such thing on Mocha Zero is out of hand.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Off in his camper they were whacking. Dan, we were joined by Stephen Jones earlier on. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
That's just like a generic name. It probably wasn't even his real name, but it was some guy.
He's probably like a fucking salesman, or freaking salesman.
Or a robot, yeah. That, like
He was probably just someone trying to sell us. It seems like someone's trying to sell me something.
Yes.
I told you he was onto us.
So we were like, so I was playing, right? It was broadcasted, and it was live, and someone joined and like was watching along with us, and I said, "Hey man, add us as a friend and try to join the party, you know, just
friend
nice.
of the show, Stephen Jones."
Yes. Oh, that's what we thought. So we tried to be nice.
At that point.
Yes, tried being nice, trying to talk to this guy, saying, "Hey, you know, join us and like let's talk and let's have fun. Let's have you on here to talk about stuff and like, yeah, speak your opinion pretty much, you know." And super nice. And then so he told us he was drunk, right? He said he'd been drunk.
He was really drunk.
And then just out of nowhere, he started insulting us. So we're like, okay. So we were defending ourselves, you know. So like we were saying stuff back to him, and eventually he ended up leaving the chat group, the party.
To say like, we were defending ourselves, we were A, saying like mean shit to him or stuff to him, or B, just sarcastic douchebag stuff like what did I send to him? I called him a poop nose.
Like of all things. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna say something to us and we say something back, that's just defending ourselves. We were being nice, for God's sake, you know. Like.
Oh yeah, we were. But I'm just saying, you know, like, at one point we were like saying insults, and then it's me calling him a poop nose. Like,
yeah.
It was both scales.
Yeah, but like a couple minutes ago, he tried he did join the party again, but then they were like, "Hey, what the hell?" And he left. Well, he left again. Like, what the hell's going?
What the fuck?
Fine.
Oh man. What? Are those new slacks?
You fuck.
That's pretty funny, Beavis. God, I love that episode. It's one of my favorites. Hey, Stuart.
Is this? Hey, Stuart.
Stuart wet his bed.
Where am I traveling to? Oh, I'm almost there. Never mind. You know, it's weird. So like playing my PS4, I was playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which I downloaded it, and that was like it downloaded it as a PS2 game, PlayStation 2. So like, it used the PS2 controls. So the big giant block on the PS2 controller was like the start button for.
Yeah.
What the hell? Big giant block on the
PS2 What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home, Jim.
Hold on, sorry.
What are you gonna
do? Sorry. I actually turned on our video to make sure it was working good. Dan, we are loud and clear.
I just encountered somebody here in the wilderness. Skyrim. So I was saying, like, the controls just so different, so it's weird, like, trying to go back to traditional PS4 controls, you know? God, I'm sorry. So give me just a minute, I'm going through this stuff.
No, Dan, you do your thing, man. You do your mission. You power through, Dan. You power through.
You keep chopping. That's what I was just told. Alright, I'm just gonna take everything. How's that? There we go. I'll do this. So 32 armor. 28 armor.
Dan, can I plug something real quick?
Absolutely, Kody. Especially when I'm doing something
I
like
just
this.
I got a mood. Intoxicated, so I got into a mood.
Yes.
If everyone here has not seen the How to Basics series on YouTube, go watch it. And start with the How to Make a Big Mac episode. You will not be sorry.
Last time I visited Kody, I introduced him to the How to Basic video.
Yes. And we laughed for like 3 hours watching these videos.
Yes, it was good stuff.
And I actually just showed the Big Mac one to Landon, the co-host of the Dudes N Brews Podcast, and he was like in tears. He had never seen it.
Oh,
he was in tears, like crying, watching it. And I'm sitting here watching it, just fucking laughing my ass, or freaking laughing my butt off. Like, it's just great.
You know, Kody, at this point, we've said a bunch of curse words. You know.
Yeah, I'm sorry for doing it. I apologize.
Fuck.
Frick.
Fuck.
Oh.
I said it twice now.
He smashes those damn patties. Oh, man. Whew. What a guy. Like, who thinks to do that stuff?
Would you believe me if I said we've only been streaming for 12 minutes, Kody?
Already 12 minutes, huh?
Only 12 minutes is what I'd say.
Ooh. Even better, Dan. Even better.
Okay. So, despite what might be perceived as the truth, I am actually trying to complete a quest, but everything's just so fucking far away from each other in this game. It takes forever to get from place to place. And this is appropriate, I guess, because Game of Thrones, the new season, I guess, premiered today, which I don't watch it. My partner watches
debuted
it.
tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't watch it. Girlfriend watches it. Oh, really? That's so funny.
Word, he just fucking slammed the meat down onto the patty.
Are you
or
watching it right now
bread.
or something? Like,
I am watching it right now. The raw meat, he just slams it. That's pretty funny, Bayless. Come here. Scooby.
okay, I killed her. I'll do this. Oh, I don't have them.
Oh.
Dude, that's bad.
And I'm gonna look that one up.
I can hear my girlfriend, my partner, in our bedroom. She's still playing videos. She's not asleep yet, even though she should be, because she's gotta wake up early for work tomorrow, and I don't. I got the day off.
What time does she have to be up?
Well, she's gotta work at 10, so she gotta be up at like before 8. And it's only, what time is it? God, it's barely 12 o'clock. Jesus Christ.
Sometimes I wet the bed. Is that like normal? What happens when I get married? Hey, Stuart. Stuart. What a wiener. Stuart wets his bed. Da-da. Stuart wets his bed.
Do it over. Start it over.
Yeah. Sometimes I wet the bed. Is that like normal? What happens when I get married? Hey, Stuart. Stuart. What a wiener.
What a wiener.
Stuart wets his bed. Da-da.
Stuart.
Hey, Stuart. Oh, God.
Stuart with his big daddy. What a wiener.
You know, what a wiener.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Well,
damn,
we got,
just shooting the breeze, dude.
Yeah, we
Shooting the breeze.
We got 0 viewers and 0 comments here on the Market Zero show.
It's also after midnight on a Sunday, so I can understand.
We're both pretty inebriated, so again.
I'm very inebriated, Dan. This is the best time to do it, though.
Yes.
When we're just shooting the shit, getting off topic. It's like, before we go to bed, who knows, Dan? We might do one more on the Dudes N Brews channel as well. Who knows?
We may very well strike gold too, you know. Like.
Yeah, we might have the best recording that anybody has ever recorded in the history of recordings. We could even buy a boat. You know how much we ever wanted one of those. So let's just take the box.
Sucks worse than anything I've ever sucked before. I don't know
Oh, Dan, I cannot wait for you to come up again. And then we do, and you're on the Dudes N Brews podcast, and we talked about that when you're up next time.
I do.
But I am due to come, and I said we've talked about when you're in Fort Wayne again.
Yes.
You will be on the Dudes N Brews podcast. Yes. That's the next goal. Yes. But I am due to come to Indianapolis next. Yes. I am very much due.
Yes.
And
yes.
I believe that's when we'll potentially get Wasted Wings. So.
And you know what, Cody? I was telling you about these bagged wings that we could buy from Kroger.
100%.
Yes, and that'll make the production of Wasted Wings 9 million times.
And yeah, obviously, I think people want us to make some wings, but I think the content.
Yes.
The people want Dan and Kody. Dan. They want Wasted Wings. This is what they want.
Yes, the duo known as Wasted Wings.
And we will continue to please our audience, and we would love to bring Wasted Wings, and we'll just have to find a weekend. That's all I gotta say. We'll just have to find a weekend. Hopefully we can get it done.
Or 2 days throughout the week. Because I work in retail.
Yes.
What's going on here? I'm trying to figure out. Oh,
here, you know, for a little while it was like every Sunday night. So Wasted Wings might become a weekly tradition. Who knows? You know, on YouTube.
You know, it definitely could.
Yeah.
I can get drunk and then go to work at noon or whatever. Even like last night, I was damn near drunk. I worked this morning at 9. And I wasn't like trashed or anything, but.
Yeah. I think working at 9 is a little bit better than like my scenario when I had to get up at 5 in the morning.
Or whatever.
Yeah. It's like 5 a.m. and then supposed to be to work by 6 and then, you know, work until 4:30. That's a long day. And being hungover doing that is rough. I did that once and I really wasn't that hungover. I was just more like, ugh, I'm tired.
Oh, shoot. I went to work hungover once, working where I am now.
Well, actually, Dan, your 21st birthday party, which we talked about. I went to work the next day at like
the archives on
2.
Zero podcast.
Yeah, it was like 2 o'clock when I went to work, and oh my god, I was hungover as hell, and I felt like garbage that day. I could only imagine being hungover at 5 a.m. You know, like oh my god,
dude.
Yeah, I went to work at 2 p.m. that day. It's like I can only imagine going to work at 5 a.m. Let alone, you know, like no snow for like you, 9 a.m. A lot of people 9 a.m., 8 a.m.
Listen.
Oh my gosh.
9 a.m. for me nowadays, 9 a.m. is once, maybe twice a month. Earliest I go in is 10 a.m.
Yeah.
But like, I remember after the Royal Rumble 2018, because I was drunk, I was working at a school. Oh my god, that was awful. I was like, chugging coffee and eating the greasiest food I could find.
Yep.
And even that wasn't good enough.
Yeah, I've had a couple of days at my current job now, you know. I remember a couple weeks ago, I went and got a few beers with Cameron, my brother, at like the wings place down the road. We got a few beers and then I just came home and I kept on drinking. I'm like, whatever. It was a Thursday. And I only had like, I say only, I had 6 or 7 beers. That's a decent amount. What's that, Dan?
After already drinking.
Yeah, it's like I had like 6 or 7 beers like total.
Oh, okay.
But that was from like 5:30 until like 8 p.m. So 2.5 hours, like 6 or 7 beers. It's quite a bit. Go to bed. Yeah, go to bed. And then wake up at 5 a.m. and it's just like, oh my god, I need water and I need greasy food. So like whatever person I was with, because like mostly I help on the trucks, so I've transitioned to being like a driver as well now. But like whoever I was with, it was always like, dude, whenever we're at a gas station, bear with me. I'm going to stop and grab some food. I'm going to grab a drink or whatever because I need it. Like I've done that a couple times and I regret it. 100% regret it. But like you don't think about it that the night of when it happens, it's just like, okay, hey, I'm gonna drink some beers, and then the next night it's like, oh my god, I want to kill myself the next day.
I bet. Even like when I was working landscape.
It's just weird how quickly 5 a.m. hits you.
Yeah, like when I was working landscaping, the people like, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to figure out my arm right here. Like the guys that I worked with, like usually like every other day one of them would come hungover. So it's like there was 3 of us in a truck and we would be driving all day. And it's like the other one would just be dying the entire time, just laying, like, sleeping the entire time on the ride there. And it's like, why would you even bother drinking the night before? You know, we started the days at like 7 a.m. Like, what are you even thinking to be?
And I've thought that too. Like I've seen people like get drunk the night before their shift, and it's like, god damn, I couldn't do that. No. But then it's like I did that a couple of times. I'm like, wow, how can people do that? And I don't want to make myself sound like an alcoholic because I really don't do it that regularly. But even if I have like 2, at the most 3 beers, the next morning I feel like garbage.
Yeah.
And I hear stories about people at work that I work with. They're like, yeah, I had like 7 or 8 beers last night. I'm like, how? Like, there's no way I could do that on a nightly basis.
Yeah,
like
every single day.
That's insane. Like, I feel like I can drink a lot of people under the table, but it's like, how throughout the week everybody can drink me under the table? Because it's like, if I have 3 or 4 beers, the next morning I feel like dog shit. Yeah. Like, no matter what. It's like 3 or 4 beers, I'm still sober, but like, I'm gonna feel like garbage regardless.
I was even telling you yesterday, I only had a handful of beers, but like this morning I woke up and I was like, oh my god. I'm getting ready for work, I was moving slowly, I was sluggish, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yesterday I had a decent amount. Like I didn't go to bed drunk or anything. No matter what. But like I was able to wake up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, my own terms. Not have to worry about going to work, all that good stuff. So the mentality as well. Yeah,
that is a big part of it.
You have the mentality of I don't have to go to work, so screw it. Whereas during the week, if you have a few beers, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to wake up and go to work. That plays a big part as well, I think, because you add the stress headache along with potential hangover headache, and it's not a very good mixture.
Mm-hmm. stuck. What the hell's going on?
How's old Skyrim going, Dan?
I'm stuck. Like, I'm stuck. Like, I can't. My character's stuck. I hope I did save here. Can't move. I'm seriously stuck. I gotta like restart the game.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, yeah, I gotta. Okay.
I guarantee that's great footage for the viewers.
What, me getting stuck or me trying to talk to you and...
You get stuck.
Well, no, I just was walking around and I couldn't move. This game's so fucking stupid sometimes. I'm actually gonna pause it because I'm getting buzzing on the phone. So I went to a wedding last weekend. I'm getting a bunch of messages from a friend. And yeah, so I went to a wedding last weekend. Sorry, I'm typing stuff out, so I'll... Typing stuff out, went to a wedding. I'm looking at these pictures. Pictures look really good. God damn. Look at these pictures.
Dan, I would like to see said pictures at some point.
Okay, hold on. Let me try to... Can I save them all at the same time?
Yeah, I saw some on Snapchat. You guys looked good, man.
Oh, we do look good.
You guys always look good, though.
Damn right, buddy.
And hey, man, here very soon, no matter what, it's going to be both of us taking pictures at each other's weddings.
Damn right.
Oh my God, Dan. And both of us will be drinking plenty of beer those nights.
I tell you what.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's all I gotta say is, I tell you what.
Yep. You know, especially at mine, with my brothers, my father. Excuse me. It'll be a great time. Hell, Dan, I'm pretty sure my brothers like you more than they like me.
And do you blame them? Do you really blame them?
I don't blame them at all. I really don't blame them at all.
No, I'm just kidding, Kody. You're the man.
No, Dan, I know you're kidding about that, but like, it's weird, man, how quickly, you know, and obviously, you know, they like you a lot, man, and it's just weird how much when, you know, I wish I've had more like face-to-face interaction with Tom, your brother, as you have with my brothers already, even though you've only had a couple. Mm-hmm. But like, you can always tell, no matter what, when you are friends with somebody, because that's when your siblings, you know, approve. And it's weird because I'm making it sound like a relationship. Like, no matter what, if a sibling approves of your relationship, then that's a keeper, you know, like, that's how I was with Cameron's wife now, Stephanie, right away. Like, I loved Stephanie from the get-go. I thought she was perfect for Cameron. And then once Amity entered the picture with Caleb, I thought she was perfect for Caleb. I loved her little kid, so that was brownie points too. But, like, no matter what, like, Caleb and Cameron grew up with Sam as well, so, like, that's kind of cheating because they both got babysat by Sam's mom. Right. Sam Cox, friend of the show. But, you know, like, stuff like that. Like, I grew up with Cameron's best friend, Nelson, and then Caleb's best friend Landon, who is on the Dudes N Brews podcast. So, a part of the show, not necessarily a friend of the show, part of the show. But yeah, and then like Dan, you came along, and I remember the first time you met Caleb was at the 2016 SummerSlam or NXT, I believe. You met Caleb before you met Cameron, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I believe it was that weekend it was like NXT and SummerSlam of 2016. But then you guys really like met and mingled during the Royal Rumble of 2017.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, right after that, you and I spent a weekend at Cameron's place of St. Patrick's Day 2017.
Yeah.
And, like, right after that weekend, Cameron and Caleb were always like, dude, Dan's, like, other than Sam, your favorite friend of ours. And I was like, you guys have met him, like, once or twice. And then they're like, no, but still, no matter, I don't care. He's your favorite. He's our favorite friend of yours. It's amazing how quickly, stuff like that can happen.
It's because he got a big peepee.
Yeah, well, that adds to it, Dan. Like, I feel like I'm that kind of way with Tom as well. Like, we've only talked on PSN, but Tom and I have had wonderful conversations already.
Yeah, do you even know what he looks like?
Yes, we follow each other on social media, so I know what he looks like, and he looks like you. It's kind of nuts.
No, he doesn't.
Dan, come on.
He doesn't look like me at all. Stop it.
Kind of does, at least. But no, it was hilarious. One time on your brother's social media, he was like doing on Instagram, the story. He was doing like the Ask Me Anything.
Oh, no.
So I asked him, I was like, do you want to walk with Elias? And he was like, not only do I want to, brother. And he sent me the SpongeBob clip of him like struggling for water, and he's just like, I need it.
What a weirdo.
But like right there, I was like, yeah, it could have just been coincidence, but at the same time, I was like, okay, this dude obviously knows, A, I love wrestling because I sent him the wrestling thing. Mm-hmm. B, he knows I love SpongeBob as well because of the relationship you and I have. So like, he was just picking up right there. So it's like, I love that. Long stories cut short, I've been babbling about this for a while. You and I, plus our siblings, still a perfect match. Damn it.
You're damn right. Yeah, and like, especially with...
Damn right, Dan.
Especially with your brothers, like, because you're a lot closer with your brothers than I am with mine. So, like, if I'm able to be friends with your brothers, I think this is a lot more than...
It wasn't always that way with my brothers, though, man. As you grow up with brothers and siblings and stuff, it's not always going to be the hottest. And there were points where we absolutely hated each other, but we kind of grew up, And now we're best friends. Like, I would never hesitate to putting, any of them over in any way, shape, or form.
Put them over, alright. Giggity goo.
I love my brothers dearly.
Words.
Word life.
Basic thugonomics.
It's just straight thugonomics.
Oh my god. So I spent a lot of time with my video on pause, which probably doesn't look good for
and I spent a lot of time talking about emotional shit, so I apologize, Dan.
No, that's good content. Excuse me. It's just without any, background stuff. I don't know how.
Yeah, I bet the listeners don't want to hear me pouring my heart out. So
the listeners here at 1 in the morning or whatever. Yeah, 12:40.
Yep. It is 12:40 now. I'm still wide awake.
Oh, me too, but I'm not gonna drink anymore because it had some. Oh, God, I don't even want to think about it. I had some more of the whiskey, and I was just like, yep, it's time to stop.
It hit you pretty hard, did it?
Yeah, it's time to stop drinking.
Oh man.
You're telling me. Steel boots, 14. Iron boots, 14. And the what? Damn it.
How long's that old stream been going there, Dan?
35 minutes, 23 seconds, 24 seconds.
Okay,
25.
nowhere as long as I thought it was going, actually.
Me either. I feel like we've been going for a long time. I would like to...
I thought it was like 45 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was over an hour, but, you know, we're over the half-hour mark. I want to try to extend this until I get out of this cave.
Yeah. You go as long as you need to, bud.
Yeah, I don't want to stop right in the middle of something. No matter how long this cave takes, that'll just be, you know, bad for the viewers and draggers. Okay, let's see. What am I doing here? Okay, I see. I think I don't know. It's been a minute since I've. Okay. Alright. I think I know what I'm doing, Cody. I think I know what's going on here.
I think I'll eat it now.
Rectangles!
Patrick, your genius is showing.
Where? I was just
Where?
thinking when they were doing the pirate stuff and Mr. Krabs like eventually finds a Flying Dutchman and he's like demands treasure pretty much, and he's like, and the Flying Dutchman gives him treasure, and they're like plastic, and then they go to SpongeBob and
Plastic.
yeah, and they go to SpongeBob and Patrick, and it's like 2 gold doubloons.
2 gold doubloons.
It's funny that what the hell is going on here?
Misty.
Beehotch. Right in the head. You die.
Biatch.
Forever. Damage stamina. What else is there? I don't need that.
2 gold blooms.
Plastic!
Oh man. Oh no.
Cody, how's your singing voice when you're driving alone?
You saw that Snapchat, didn't you?
No, when you're driving alone.
Yeah, I'm the best in the world at what I do, Dan.
Yeah. On that microphone, even on commentary.
Nobody can touch me.
Russ McMahon is a millionaire who should be a billionaire.
Oh my gosh, Josh Hannawalt.
Front of the show.
Yep. That's his usual quote, man.
You die. I do this. Why were we complaining? What happened? Was it Roman winning or Brock winning at that WrestleMania? Was it 34?
We were complaining about, yeah, Brock winning, but we were also complaining about like Cena getting squashed and.
Was it just the show in general that we were pissed off about?
Just the show in general.
Yeah, probably. I believe that.
We were also very intoxicated, so.
Yes, that's also that is also a contributing factor.
Yes.
Man, Cody, we've been going here for 39 minutes, pushing 40 minutes.
Damn.
And you know, we've been sitting here. We've been having pretty good. I mean, it's good to us, I guess. Conversation. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta do the. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
No, you're fine, Dan.
There we go. Okay. I did it on the first try. Not too bad. So we're just talking about... What were we talking about, Cody? Cody, I'm sorry.
Last year's WrestleMania was the last topic of discussion.
Cody, I'm sorry. I'm under the influence.
Dan, it's completely fine, bud. It is.
Apology to the any potential viewers and sponsors.
Yes. Sponsors.
Yeah. Sponsor of the show.
2 gold blooms.
Yeah, those guys. Plastic. That's terrible.
Oh man.
Inebriated. You know, Cody, I'm so upset that I haven't met Felicity. Friend of the show.
I am more than upset that you have not met Felicity.
Friend of the show, Felicity.
Friend of the show, Felicity.
Oh,
My niece.
Wow. I know this mission. Sorry.
She made a few cameo appearances on the Dudes N Brews podcast, but
Yeah. Sorry, it's kind of an intense part of this quest. Wait, pardon me. Jeez, I'm yawning right into the microphone.
don't do that.
Yeah, it's really unprofessional. Now you're doing it, Cody. Come on.
Yeah, I did it too. I said mole.
Don't say mole.
I said mole.
Take it. Mr. Kody.
Mr. Kody. It's bad.
You know, I don't know why, but that makes me want to watch the hardcore match from WrestleMania 17 with the Raven, Kane, and Big Show.
It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Very good.
Oh, it's so
Very
good.
entertaining.
So, yeah, entertaining, that's the best way to put it. Entertaining. It's all that matters, right? That's what makes
Super
the
good.
money. Whether or not it's
Entertainment.
entertaining.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, that was great.
I came from hell.
It's good. It's the best place for it to come from.
There's another one.
Delicious.
Mmm.
Ah.
Still streaming here on the Market Zero podcast, correct?
Yes, we're still going. 43, almost 44 minutes strong.
Damn, that's some good stuff right there.
Cody, I think we're about to hit the end of this quest here soon. I mean, we've hit the main parts of this quest, but it's just a matter of escaping the cave. I need to stop looting everything and just go head on through with that. So that we could, yep, here's the passing by dead bodies, so that means, you know, someone already got to them, which means I'm getting back to the exit. So, yeah, okay.
You getting the end of your quest there, Dan?
The end is here.
That's a good tune.
It really is. Jim Johnston.
That's a really good tune,
What
actually.
show is that from? Is that a Judgment Day?
They did it at WrestleMania 28 recently.
Really?
Yeah.
No. It was well before that. Hold on.
Oh wait, they did
It was like Judgment Day 02 or something weird. Like
yeah,
that.
yeah, they did the Hell in a Cell for Undertaker versus Triple H at 28. They did a Metallica song.
No. This isn't Metallica. This is Jim Johnston.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to think like.
Or was it Unforgiven?
It sounds like a Metallica song. That's why I was thinking that.
It might have been Unforgiven. Actually.
I think it was like Judgment Day or No Mercy 2002, but I think No Mercy 2002 was the song they always used where it was like, "You have no mercy on your soul." Yes.
You came to me in a dream last night.
What show was that from?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. This is...
I figured if you'd look it up, it'd probably pull it up.
Well, that's what I did. I googled it.
I want to say it was No Mercy 2002, but...
Yeah, it's one of the early 2000 shows.
Yeah.
The end is here. Is it? It's not Armageddon.
But for some reason, I can see Triple H. And, yeah, Triple H was a part of that show, but... Maybe it was like Bad Blood 2003, maybe?
You
I don't know.
came to me in a dream last night. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm looking now too. I assume it's called The End Is Near by Jim Johnston.
The End by Jim Johnston. The end is here.
Oh, it was Survivor Series 2002.
What's that really?
It was the Elimination Chamber.
Wow. Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
guaranteed that's what it was.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, YouTube is saying Armageddon 2003.
In a dream last night.
But I thought it was used for Survivor Series.
The end is here. This is Armageddon. This is Armageddon 2000.
Yeah, that wasn't the... Maybe if I put it on Google.
Hold on. Maybe we should take this offline, Kody. Take this off the air, because I've been sitting here on pause for quite a bit of time. We're going to figure this out.
I was thinking the same thing, Dan.
Yes, we're going to post this onto the... once we figure this out, I will for sure make sure that this gets onto the Market Zero Facebook page. Market Zero Lookout. We're going to have a Twitter page here soon. I personally will be promoting it on my own social media. Until then, Kody from Dudes N Brews, hopefully he'll be cross-promoting as well. Kody, go ahead, plug your stuff.
Dudes N Brews Podcast, find it on Spotify, Stitcher Podcasts. I will start adding it to YouTube once I get off my lazy ass, but basically anywhere you can find your podcasts. So, friends of the show, Market Zero, we will always cross-promote. Always cross-promote. Dan, back to you.
Absolutely, Kody. It's a pleasure to have you. We're going to go ahead and end this broadcast. Everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll go ahead and see you soon. Do not ever forget to Market Zero.